What's going on, YouTube? Internets? Anywhere else you're watching this video from? Alright, so I've noticed I've been getting a lot more comments on the videos, and I've been getting, you know, some more views and whatnot, so I don't know. I don't know if I'm doing something right or if people are accidentally clicking on my videos. So I don't know. Am I more relevant now? Am I more relevant now, or are my videos actually getting more enjoyable? Because I'm actually kind of out of things to talk about. Where the fuck are you going? Oh, so I heard there is a Walterific look-alike riding around Louisville. So apparently somebody's got a pretty similar helmet and is a fan. When I heard about it, because I was talking to another motovlogger, I was talking to M6, and he was telling me that he talked to the guy for like a second, and I guess they had to take off or something. I don't know. I guess he pulled up next to him on his bike. But I'm like, so I must find this person and spam him. Must give him spam. I have noticed a lot of motovloggers are talking about, you know, how to choose your first bike, how to for the younger people, how to approach your parents about getting a motorcycle and things like that. I don't know, I can give advice on that, but there's so many, well, there aren't so many different types of bikes out there, but there are a lot of choices. Obviously you've got your sport bikes. You've got your street bikes, which are like the Harleys, the Honda Shadows, the Gold Wings, things like that. And in the cruisers, the street bikes, you've got your typical like Sportster and Shadow style, and then you've got your dressers, which is like I don't know what Harleys is. Things like a Road King or Electric Glide or something like that. I don't know. And then you've got the Gold Wing, which is Honda's like cruising across the world, fucking, it'll hold everything and do everything bike. And then you've got your dual sports and, you know, your touring bikes. Your touring bikes is basically a sport bike, but you're not all like hunched over and shit, if that were the case. Your touring bikes basically have elevated handlebars to where, you know, you're sitting up more in a ergonomic position. When you're looking for a bike, you want to choose something that you're going to be comfortable on. You don't want something that's going to be too powerful, so try to limit your engine size to 600 to 750. I'd say 750 would be the top that you would go on a beginner bike. Now there are 300s coming out now. I know the R3, Honda's got a CBR 300. I think Suzuki's got one, I'm not sure. But you do have those choices, which I've heard are really good. I'm gonna try to find one and see if I can test drive it or something. Cause I've driven 600s, obviously, and I've driven 1400s, 1000s, 750s. I've driven a bunch of different bike size models, whatever. So after you figure out the size, well, there's not really an order to it, but you'll pick the size, you'll pick the style, and which like sport, street, touring, dual sport, whatever, and then you'll pick your model. So if you want to go sport bike, then you choose CBR, Gixxer, R6, ZX6R, ZX6, things like that. If you choose a cruiser or street bike, you're going to choose either, you know, Shadow, Harley, which you're going to pay out the ass for, Boulevard, V-Star, things like that. I don't know as far as dual sports because I haven't gotten that far into that genre yet. After that, you're going to have to get gear, because a lot of states, when you're on not all states are helmet required states, but most states are helmet required if you're on your permit. Oh, sorry, I heard somebody yell. So yeah, you've got those things to choose from, and one of the easiest ways to choose what style of bike you want to ride is to figure out what you want to do. Dual sports, do you want to be able to ride somewhere and then go off-road comfortably? Because I mean, obviously you can go off-road in any bike, but how comfortable are you going to be? Another one, I mean, do you want to be able to do that? Do you want to go on long rides, like out of town, out of state, things like that? Then you're going to look for the touring or the sport bikes, or touring or street bikes. Then you got to figure out, do you want to be quick and nimble, you know, kind of sporty looking? Then you go for the sport bikes, obviously. But with a bike, you're going to have to choose your helmets. You're gonna have to choose your jacket, your gloves, your boots, if applicable, because I'm gonna get some boots soon, and things like that. And I'll try to remember that I'm talking about this whenever I get off work.
I want to ride. Can I get a ride?
You can ride to there, but I ain't got no helmet, so I ain't taking you on the street.
I just want to go to 10th Street.
10th Street?
Yeah.
You release responsibility for not having a helmet.
Yes.
You said 10th Street, right? Go on, Jay Walker.
Appreciate it.
No problem.
That was awesome. I like that bike.
Thanks. Alright, now I can ride crazy. Until I get to... hello. Let's look for a different route home. I go the same way every time. I don't know where the perfect spot for that is. I should, but I don't know these things. Oh, so what I was talking about this morning was, you know, picking your first bike. So pretty much the synopsis, in short, which is what a synopsis is. Don't know if y'all know. Dictionary definition, right here. Basically, choose the style that you're comfortable with, how you want your riding position to be. Texting and fucking driving. So, baby on board, why don't you fucking, what? Pay attention to your kids when you're stopped, not when you're fucking driving down the road. Basically, you choose how you want to sit on the bike, what you want to do with the bike, you know, distance or quick and nimble, things like that. My recommendation on size is I wouldn't go higher than 750, especially depending if you live in a very windy state or if you plan to do a lot of highway riding. Don't go any smaller than a 300. I don't know personally how the 300s will handle on highways. Maybe one day I'll get the opportunity to ride one. I'm not going to buy one because I got a 600. Why do I need a 3? Even though I plan on getting a 125 someday. I saw a video today that was actually a pretty recent video. Fousey, I know, or Fousey, I don't know, I think it's Fousey. Get off your fucking phone. Look at that gap you fucking left. And get off my fucking ass, dick! So, Fousey got a bike, and I think he's from California, I'm not sure. He looks like the type, because, you know, Californians have a type. And, he gets him, like, a brand new Honda Africa Twin or something. It was basically a sport, or not a sport touring, it's a touring bike, and it gives it like, I think might be a dual sport, I don't know, I haven't looked into it, but he gets one of those, and when he was explaining how he chose that over, I think the NC 750 or CN 750, something like that, he says that he chose it because he chose the 1000 because, you know, his riding skill will increase so much in the first year that he may want a more powerful bike. So if his riding skill does increase, he'll have that power there. He'll ease into it. Well, then, a couple weeks later or a week later or so, he lays it down. Now, he showed the aftermath, which he basically just laid it over to the left. Looks like, from what it looks like, he didn't say what happened. He didn't put in the video what happened. That's a very loud truck. He didn't put, I can't fucking vlog with your noise, bro. Wow, that is a very loud truck. He didn't put how it happened or anything. This is purely my speculation. So I could be incorrect on what happened. But it looks like he was, you know, filtering traffic, which is fine where he's at. It's legal and everything. Either got nervous and laid it over or tapped another vehicle. It looked like he might have tapped another vehicle because it was laid over on the left side, but the right side mirror was taken off. It looked like he hit the truck on the right and it laid it over and landed on his leg. And he said it landed on his ankle. At the time he had the adrenaline and blah, 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 and didn't really feel the pain, but then he says his ankle hurts really, really bad, which it can. And then he said if he was on a smaller, more nimble bike, he could have gotten injured a whole lot more. That is incorrect, Fousey. I'm sorry, but you're wrong there. As an experienced rider, I've had plenty of, you know, I've laid down 600s before in parking lots, and I obviously wrecked one, if you look back at my videos. And, yeah, you're wrong. Yeah, the accident could have been a lot worse, possibly, you know, if you'd have been a little bit over to the right. This is going by the scenario of if you tap a vehicle to your right and laid it over to the left. If you'd have been a little bit more over to the right, regardless of the size, your injuries would have been worse. But I think you're incorrect in getting a bigger bike because you think your riding skill will be big enough to justify that. Mainly because you're going to think your riding skill has increased enough before then. You're going to get comfortable on it, and then you're going to get brave. Trust me, I've done it. It kind of irks me when people that don't know what they're talking about talk about it. Do your research and things like that. Now, I'm not saying Fousey is completely wrong in what he did and the bike he chose. I'm just saying, my personal opinion, I would not have gone that route. I would have gotten the 750, gotten to where I basically maxed out skill on that, and then went with a bigger bike. But like I said, that's my personal opinion, not the opinion of anybody else's, and I'm not, you know, saying you're wrong or right. I'm just correcting you on whether or not the damage would have been more if you'd had a smaller bike, and telling you my opinion on why you got the bigger bike. I also watched a video from Suburban Delinquent that he put up. A guy was filtering traffic on a Gixxer wearing hush puppies. Wrong choice of gear, guy. Now, admittedly, I'm wearing fucking business shoes right now because I work in an office and I have to wear slacks. And I said I was going to take a different way home, and I fucking went the same route. Fucking force of habit shit. I put a video up of a woman coming straight at me, and this is to answer comments and future comments on that. I kind of froze. I was kind of in a state of shock because I was like, how can somebody be this fucking dumb? There's a vehicle headed straight for me. Oh my God, what the fuck do I do? And then, you know, some people, because I put a little clip of it up weeks and weeks before I put the video up, and it said, looks like you weren't paying attention. No, I was. And another one said, well, I would have went and chased her down. And I'm like, that's the last thing I was thinking about. I was mainly thinking about, hey, I need to fucking keep my prairie dog in my butt. Not an actual prairie dog, guys, a turd. So yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about today. Thank you, Fousey, for having those videos up so I could kind of talk about that and add it to it and help me remember what I was talking about this morning. And thank you, Suburban Delinquent, for all the fucking amazing videos that you put up, whether they're yours or not. So there's that, guys. I'm gonna cut it with that, or I'm actually gonna end it there. I'll wait until I'm moving. So that does it for this video, guys. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you thought. Please share these videos out. Don't forget to hit up my Twitter and all the other shit at the bottom. Don't forget to check out my Patreon page if y'all are looking for other ways to support the channel. And littering and I will see, hey, wait, and I will see you guys online. Peace. So yeah, I had to go allow a contractor in, which was fun. Wait a minute. That's where my divorce attorney's office is. Oh, that looks like fun. Aren't they supposed to set cones out or something? I don't even know what street I'm at. Oh, second. Oops, went too far. What the hell's going on here? Well, that's what happens when somebody runs a red light. Damn.